The ethnic celebration, coordinated by the city of Lacey, has been held in Olympia and Lacey for nearly 30 years. Its objective is to celebrate sights, sounds, and cultures from around the world and in the Thurston County community. This year, on March 2018, the celebration had over 50 booths, including food and craft vendors, resource booths, and hands-on children's activities. The Multicultural Advisory Committee of the North Thurston School District sponsored a booth which included video interviews of festival participants on the topic of What Unites Us, and a unity tree decorated with leaves created by children attending the festival. The following questions were asked. Could you say what we have in common or what unites us? How do our attitudes impact how we interact with each other? And what acts of unity do you already see in the community?
The things that I think we have in common would be the things that we hold dear to us, like family and community, the need to be independent and feel safe, and love and happiness.
Can you name or list things that we have in common or what unites us?
Well, I believe that people don't realize how much unites us. I don't see that much different between the people once, and I think people recognize that once they meet each other and actually discuss things.
Everything except for skin kind of we have in common, because the only real difference between us is, I guess, our behaviors, our ways of being, and our skin color a lot of the time. But aside from that, there's not much that we have that's different. I mean, we all have the same insides. We all kind of have this. We have the same brains, even though they don't think the same. So not really much is different between every human out there, other than the outward look.
Well, I think what unites us, for those that have the opportunity to be able to travel the world, to see other communities, to enjoy other cultural experiences, is that life pretty much all over the world, in many countries that we've gone to go visit, is that all societies, all people, all citizens of each nation are all looking for pretty much the same things of life. They want to earn a living. They want to raise their family. They want to be part of their community. They want to be part of a nation. They want to be part of something larger, and so we're all looking for kind of the same things in life, really.
I think what sort of things that we have in common that bring us together.
I think what we common in each other is we are human beings and we live in the same planet. We share the same environment. There's a lot of things the same, but we all look at the differences and we did not focus to what we have the same, so we can support each other.
On a day-to-day basis, number one, I would have to say children. That's an obvious. Everybody wants the best for their children and the children in the community. When we give our best to the kids, then they see that and they give their best to each other. And that's already starting to make a huge difference as far as uniting us to what's important.
Well, I think that we all want to be happy, and feel welcomed in the community that we live in. So I think that we can all feel when we are in a safe and welcoming environment. And I think we all want that. So that desire to be welcomed and to be able to connect with people, I think unites us, or can unite us.
I think one of the things that unite us is that we all belong to the one human race. We are all human beings, and that culturally there are different things that are that unite us together. I would consider things like food, our worship, our faith, what we believe in. I would consider about the way we do things, the interactions we have with each other, because we come from different backgrounds, and in that way we're able to support each other and celebrate our differences in unity.
What unites us is that we all have a heart, a head, a brain, 2 arms, 2 legs. I mean, that's if we're born lucky enough. And all the things that the body needs to function. Okay. So I see it as, you know, if I was going to go out and plant a flower garden, the flowers all have stems, they have roots, they grow up, and the sun shines on them and they grow, or the rain comes on them and they grow. They may look different, but they're still flowers. Okay, so we belong to the human family. So even though we're different looking, from different family backgrounds, but we're on the same earth. We're growing the same way the flowers do, spiritually and physically.
Well, I have to say that we are all here on this planet together. We're united together in that way. We're going to have to always be interacting with one another. So that is what unites us.
Having good attitudes. I think an increase in positive attitudes will bring a better understanding and awareness of the people around you, and an ability to find commonalities, things that you have similar with someone. And when you get to know someone in a way that you didn't expect, you tend to change your opinion about those people that are around you, and you bring an opportunity for growth and friendship.
I study about history in Vietnam, and when I came here, I realized that we have so many different cultures. Even though we have above 70 type of different minority in Vietnam, but I never think about the diversity up until I came here, and I realized that many Vietnamese we do have the discrimination against other class, other people, as much as like American over here. And so when I have to get over my my feeling about the discrimination when I am the minority, then I look at myself and I have to change myself first. And I came to United States in 1991. On 1995, I came to the diversity conference in San Diego, and that Color of Fear workshop from Lee Min-hwa really changed myself, and I open up, and I have a passion about that, because I believe that if we share the commonality between all of us and we point out the differences, and people will understand more about each other, and we will stay closer and will be happier.
How do attitudes impact how we interact with one another?
If we have bad attitudes, of course, that's going to shed negativity. If we take the time to hear each other out and understand different perspectives, our attitudes can be a lot different, and we can have a better cohesion of getting along.
How do attitudes impact on how we can interact with each other?
Well, I personally think that we need to have positive attitudes. We need to realize that we're all just living on this planet, and we all want to live and get along, and I think that if you have a positive attitude, you can make good things happen.
I think most of the attitudes that impact our unity, we are kind of unaware of them. They're kind of unconscious, and they're taught to us in ways that we're not aware of. And so we might have beliefs or biases is the word, towards people or groups of people that are based on information that we got that we weren't even really aware of. And so I think if that's the case, then we might have a positive relationship with someone or a negative relationship, and that can be based on a whole lot of different factors.
could you say that we could bring to our community that would impact something positive on more day-to-day basis that we all can do?
So going back to my experience with being a school board member, what I saw that most impacted, for example, was the fact that parents and just community members were just such a huge part of just taking, just putting in their own time and effort. Evergreen has a watchdog, like a watchdogs program where like the parents come in and they serve as they come to kind of mentor the kids during their free time, and just impacting kids in such a small way makes a huge difference in the long run. And I feel like that, like just getting involved and just having more members of our community just going out there and volunteering, I think that kind of spreads the positive energy around our community. ¿Cómo crees que las actitudes que tengamos en nuestra comunidad pueda impactar positivamente?
La cordialidad que dije hace un momento ayuda también en que seamos más unidos, en que cooperemos tanto en la comunidad como en las escuelas y todo. Y eso ayuda que, aunque somos una comunidad multicultural, no importa la raza, no importa la religión, siempre nos cooperamos. Y lo he visto en el caso mío, que cuando llegaron ustedes acá, cuando mis hijos llegaron a Lacey, esa cordialidad hizo que nosotros creciéramos como familia y sobre todo que vivamos felices.
So, translating back, just the harmony, like going back to harmony, just the harmony that we bring into our community, just having like a positive impact in our community, and just like he said in his case that when we came here from Mexico, just the fact that so many people just helped us in, just transitioning into this community was just such a huge impact into how we came to fit into this community and just being a part of this community.
Yeah, definitely. Just to have the attitude that we have, to not feel worried or afraid or anything like that. Mainly, I think for myself, I have an artist viewpoint. I'm fascinated by different cultures and what they believe and where all the ideas come from and how they build their civilization from it and their families. And from an artist viewpoint, I'm also fascinated by the different features that people have and where it comes from, what genetic background. It's very interesting to me. It's not the important thing in the world, but what we need to do is appreciate each other, find it interesting with each other, and want to know about each other more.
I
build a friendship and you build a love for each other, not physical, but a companionship type of love where you want to do things together. It's fun.
People through just your lens, but try to look at them through their lens, because when you look through their lens, then you understand what they're really about. And before you can do that, it's not going to work. A smile is something that's universal. Sometimes I smile at people, sometimes I say hello, and sometimes they don't say anything back. But that's okay, as long as I did my job.
So how do you think is a better, how can we work together?
Well, there's this new kid at school, and it's just hard sometimes people kind of know better, so it's kind of hard for them because we know each other more than we've known him, so it's kind of hard for us to get all along. So I've been trying to kind of play with him a little.
Same. So how can you say that we are all the same on the inside?
Because we're all humans and we all have blood and we all have feelings.